All right, candid conversation, we back at it again. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I got a story to tell you today, my man. Listen. Yeah, before we go any further, a big shout out to all our sponsors, JMC Electrical. A big shout out to all our sponsors, Bush and Wine Adventures. A big shout out to all our sponsors, Olympia Wafula Foundations, and not forgetting Twigger Accountants. Listen, link up to any of our sponsors. If you want to travel, check out Bush and Wines. If you want to get your accounts done, check out Twigger Accounts. And my man JMC Electrics will always hook you up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a big one. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We live out of here, East Sussex. We're linking up all the way in Africa. I'm talking to my man Vicmass Luodollar. So if you're around Vicmass Luodollar, we got a story to tell everybody. Let's go. Yeah. Yes, my man. How you keeping, my brother?
I'm doing good. What's up?
Oh, it's a pleasure. I'm really honored. I gotta say this because, yeah, it's really a pleasure. And before we go any further, like, we gotta give it to them in like a Valentine vibe and all that, yeah?
Yeah.
My man, you got me saying catch, and I don't even know what catch is. I don't know what it means. It just sounds good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everywhere around the world, wherever you're gonna log on, Vicmass Luodollar. Welcome to the show, mister. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. We just trying to keep it together under this COVID-19 and all that. We're trying to hold it down. You know, it's not been easy, but things like this help me a lot. So I'm gonna switch the question back to you. How have you been holding up together in this COVID time?
I'm not gonna lie. It's been crazy. It's been crazy knowing that like this pandemic hits you without plan. Trust me, it's gonna be crazy, and you can't even believe it was going to be my first time to be in UK, London. I was invited. I was honored with an award with a big organization in UK, and I was sent a letter via my email January. It was like January 2020, and I was supposed to be in London August. So COVID came, and everything stopped. So I couldn't even travel. So I hope they will send me the award via FedEx or something.
Yeah, we should get on them. We'll get on them and tell them my man really deserves this award.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
apart from the business side of it, how have you been holding on together, like the family, and just going through the day? I'm sure it hasn't been easy.
my main thing is music, and the only thing I can do now is just stay in studio and create more music, and when I'm not in studio, I will be on Instagram, on social media, pushing my music to people inside my country and outside my country. So it is studio, social media.
Definitely. And that's one of the things that thank God for social media, because at least helps get your work out there. And
Exactly.
the other thing, maybe in flip side, which out of everything bad, something good comes out of it. I believe for creatives like you, this COVID time has kind of like helped you have that shell and go deep into your work kind of situation. I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I'm gonna start with this. Yeah. When I heard about you, like uh, the first song that I came to my mind, or that I heard that took rounds and took the whole of East Africa by storm, was Banco
Yes.
Tuch, right?
Yes.
But before Banco Tuch, yeah, there's a there's a movie that there's a whole movie that played out before Banco Tuch came, right? And this is
Yeah.
important, my man. And this is important because everybody will just think maybe, yeah, or he's lucky, or he's got a craft. It's just, you know what I mean? There's more to that, right? There's
Trust
more
me.
to that, right?
Trust me.
Let's do Banco Tuch first, yeah?
Well,
Mm. Wenyaboro. What? Mm. Mm. What? Bendoino. Bendoino. Banco Tuch. Banco Tuch. Nango. Nango. Woo! Mayo. Vicmass Luodollar.
yes, sir.
Talk to me, my brother. Talk to me. So ilianzaje ndio tukafika kwa Banco Tuch. Can you please, in your own words, give me like a small background, a history, like where you was born until your influences until we got here.
Yeah, I'm very glad that you asked me every song when it started. You hear catch and you don't even know what it means.
But it sounds good, though. It sounds good.
Catch is a Luo word. Catch. First word of catch is a Luo word meaning hunger.
All right.
Another catch. One catch is hunger. This so when you write them, the spelling is the same, but the pronunciation is different. So this catch, but the spelling is the same. So catch. Another catch means what? First catch means hunger. Another catch means you have not eaten. You are hungry. Another catch means bitter.
All right.
Bitter. So catch, hunger and bitterness. So where I grew. So in my catch, it means I am an entrepreneur, motivated by hunger
and
bitterness and growth.
Oh, I did.
Hunger.
Listen, that's genius. That's genius.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean? And then
if you hear anybody or you hear somebody say catch, that's not Vicmass Luodollar is around, and catch means I am an entrepreneur motivated by anger and bitterness.
In short, you're motivated by the hardships that you've experienced in
Exactly.
your life. Wow.
Exactly. And that
And
and
then
that's come
uh,
and that's comes where like I was the lucky one. I was the lucky one from the few friends I had in the street. And you know, a lot of them, some of them were killed, some of them did time in jail, some of them committed suicide, and I was the lucky one. So all this long, before even I got to the street, my dad died when I was young. So I've been living with this bitterness. I've been living with this anger. If you've grown in the family, I don't know if your parents are still alive, but in our community, when your parents have like more than 3 children, and one of the parents die, and people come to the funeral, and your parents are not rich, your relatives will be asked,
whether they
now
want
we
to
have,
stay
we have,
with you.
we have buried someone here, the father of these kids, they are still young, they need to go to school. So who is going to take Victor? Who is going to take Winnie? Who is going to take the other siblings? So this happens when my dad died. And before my dad died when I already know everything. I was like 6 years old. And in
Okay.
our house was like a party. Like my father could invite everybody in the house, relatives that he didn't even know their homes or their parents. Once you tell them,
Mm.
I'm your relative from
Mm.
blah 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 blah, he will take
Oh,
you in. And
yeah,
and
yeah.
my mom and my mom, being a housewife, could
Cook
invite
for
everybody
everybody.
and be good with everybody in the house. So when my dad
Yeah.
died and nobody could come to take any of us to go live with them, to go to
Oh.
school, it beat me.
Mm.
Like, why was my father
Can
helping people,
imagine.
and when it is
These
my turn,
people
nobody
now.
wants to help my mother? So I've been growing
Exactly.
with this bitterness.
Mm.
I've been
Mm.
growing with this
Mom.
bitterness, and everything I'm singing in Bango Tuch is like a whole novel. It's like a whole storytelling where I came from,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And then and then and
Yeah.
then and I'm glad you asked me to tell you the little
Uh,
story before Bango
y-
Tuch. And
yeah.
I was born in a very beautiful family. Went to
Okay.
primary in a village, a very beautiful school called Kamagore Primary School, one of the best
Uh-huh.
schools in Kisumu rural. So
Yeah.
so I did well. I did well in school, and
Mm.
before when I was in lower school, it was really hard to keep up with school because we could even be sent back home, to bring 20 shillings
Shit,
for
I
mock for
know. Can
exam.
imagine that.
And
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
mom, being my mom, and she was left with three kids, and
Mm.
he could not do all this by his own, providing us food, providing us
Mm.
shelter, providing us basic needs. So some of the things were really hard. So until today, I'm really thanking President Mwai Kibaki for bringing free education. Free education
Mm.
came, and I studied really good from class 3 to class 8. The only
Mm.
thing I could do when people close school, either could be holidays, the short-term holidays.
Mm.
My village and Kisumu town is like 20 minutes drive. So I could
Mm.
go to Kisumu town and hawk pencils, hawk books,
Oh,
to help me buy stationaries and uniform for me
wow.
to get to school. So I really did well. I really did well. And when I sit for my class 8 exams,
Mm.
I couldn't get to high school because I couldn't join high school because we didn't have we couldn't manage to raise school fees. So
Yeah.
me and my mom
Yeah.
decided.
Yeah.
Me,
Mboko, just a minute. Sorry. Mboko, make your grandma a cup of coffee real quick. Sorry about that. Yeah.
it's okay.
No, no. Listen, listen. That's what I'm saying. There was a movie before that. And then the thing is, you're smiling, you're full of love, you're full of laughter, you're full of life itself. but you've gone through all this that would break any normal man. It would break the strong man. I'm telling you. Like, I know about. I'm lucky to be having my parents, but I grew up in Africa. I've seen it happening, Mali. Wazazi wako wakishakufa, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
first of all, ile mali yenu yenye mlikuwa nayo wanagawana, ma relatives
Exactly.
wanagawana. Kitu ya kwanza,
Exactly.
some of the relatives wanakuja, they're not coming to mourn, wanakuja, oh yeah, they have their own hidden agendas, unacheki. And then
Exactly.
obviously after that itabaki ni wewe unaweza enda kukaa na shangazi yako huko, wewe unaweza enda kukaa na nani
Exactly.
huko, and then ukienda huko wewe ndio unakuwa mjakazi sasa. You see what I'm saying? I know about that. I know about that. But my brother, that was so, after loss of parents, hardship going through school, right? And then that hustler spirit inatoka pale though, right? Inatoka pale like yo unaenda kuho kudu nini. Listen, I grew up in Gedorai 45, yeah. Gedorai
Shout out,
45, stand up.
shout out to the
Gedorai
right
45.
45.
Shout out together till I die, yeah. Kawa Gedorai. Hiyo siku ilikuwaga, there were no street lights, my man. Sio kaa sahi ati kuna maflyover na nini. It was gritty. It was proper gritty. Unasikia? Wacha sahi mmetengezewa flyover ama mmetengezewa, what you call them, street lights. And now mimi nilikuwa
Trust
Gedo
me.
45, Kawa Gedorai zenye hakuna hizo vitu. So I have an inkling of how it is in the streets like that. Unasikia? So I really commend you on that, mtu wangu. I really commend you on that. So let's pause on that, eh?
Yeah.
Tusiwape sana. Wacha kule ngoma kiasi. Yes, sir. My grandma is here. She's loving the music. Najui nasema nini. my mother-in-law iko hapa. She don't know what we're saying. She's just nodding her head like.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yes, sir. It's one of those things where if it's good, everybody, it rotates to everybody. Nasikia, if it's good, everybody's gonna feel it. It's one of those things, Mali. Kama this is a perfect one where
Trust me.
my mother-in-law is not into music like that, but anasikia sema, okay, what is he saying? Part of it, misielewi Kijaluo, so I don't know exactly what you're saying. Is what you're saying?
I get that
But
a lot.
catch still, same way.
I wish I had my own jet. I got a lot of flex scheme, cause my suit is decent and my business decent. Omera, when I'm not in Kenya, maybe in Colombia. Give me a leg of in prayer, or do I go shopping Paris? And people get out in prayer. Omera, talking Omera, you go die bro. Omera, talking Omera, you go go. And my God is watching. This year I'm flossing, and my God is watching. This year I'm wonder. If I Robera Jedi, if I Robera Kitli, if I Robera Ilonju, while I'm catching next flight, if I Robera Jedi.
I know this. Adek means one, right? Simba
Yes.
Adek.
It means
Adek
3.
means one. Oh, sorry.
Adek means 3.
Oh, Achel, Ario, Adek.
Yes.
Yeah? See, I know a little bit of that. Right. Yo, it's a nice one. Now talk to me. So, you're basically saying going through after the demise of your parent, your dad, who was the breadwinner of the family, things went downhill. Vitu zikaribika kabisa. And by the way, shout outs to your mom for trying to hold the family together. Women are very strong, my man. Women give birth to all this. Mother Earth,
She's a
that's
real
the
woman.
women.
She's a real
Women,
woman.
don't get it twisted, my girl. Mother Earth, that's a woman, and they hold it together. So shout outs to your mom for that, right? So then
Yeah.
school wasn't easy at all, right? But you
Yeah.
somehow came through it, hustling, hawking stuff in the streets, and whatever. Now talk to me. How did now the music, while all this was going on, what was the kind of music that was around you, and what were you listening to, or what were the music influences around that time for you?
If I take you back a little bit, after class 8, I did very well in class 8, and we couldn't go to high school. So me and my mom decided go and repeat class 8. So this period you are in class 8, you can hustle how you can go to high school. So I went back and repeat class 8. When I did class 8, I passed again, and I was called in 3 district schools. We hustle, we borrow everything from people who are in high school, like uniforms, shoes. The only thing I bought was maths textbook. So I went to high school, and the teachers were kind enough. Even my admission fee was not even half, but teachers were kind enough, and I got an opportunity to be in high school. Term one, first year, second term, and that was the end of me and school. So the only thing I have until today is my class 8 certificate. So from there, from there, I was telling my mom, "What are we gonna do now? I have my sisters, and they need to be in school, and I'm here. So why can't I just go to Kisumu town and hustle so I can help you? You know." So when I went to Kisumu, I started hustling, fetching omena from Lake Victoria, bringing them to Mtani, a place called Nyalenda. And from there, nakausha hizi omena, alafu jioni napeleka tao. So nauza hizi omena mpaka saa 4 usiku to help mom. Saa zingine unasikia Namolor lake inafunga, so if they find you fetching omena, they arrest you. So from this day, I could go to Mjengo. I could go to sell kahawa and mayai in town. So one day when I was in my hustling mode, selling boiled mayai and kahawa, there was a radio station in Nairobi called Metro FM. So Metro FM was doing a road show in Kisumu, and the headline musician in that show was Rafton. By then, there's a song called "Jesus is My Hero, People" for Rafton. That song was really huge. So they called, they called people to come and curtain race, and me being so good, like I thought that one day I will sing, but in primary I was writing poems, but I never step on stage to perform, none of that. So when I was called and I rapped a few lines and I saw people cheering up, I was like, I'm going to studio. So from that day that I won that I was called to curtain race, Rafton gave me a cape and a t-shirt for whatever they were promoting, and I really felt so good, my brother. I felt so good. From that day, I started the hustle. I started the hustle money for me, for my rent. I used to pay my rent at 150 per month, 150 shillings per month. It was not even a bed sitter. It was way smaller than a bed sitter. Like you could see, I could sit on the bed and my feet are on the mlango. So I did all this.
Self-containers, inaitwa self-container mtaani. Kila kitu
My bed was
kwavo.
like, it was not even a container, trust me. So it was like I really
You're funny.
Trust me.
I believe you, my brother. I believe you, my brother. Go on.
Trust me, sir. So I was so excited. So the hustle, I added the hustle volume. You know, so I could go to Mjengo, come back 5 p.m. Chemusha mayai, go to town to sell this boiled egg until 10 p.m. So that I could get money to send mom home. I could get money to pay my rent and food, and I could save a little to go to studio. So, and that's how I recorded my first song called Giadari na Ukimwi. This is way back 2000. My first song was 2006.
Okay.
And I paid 5,000 Kenyan shillings to record this song at a producer called Thomas Milongo. He had a studio called Chukwa Records. This was the hottest studio in town then. So, you know, I really hustled hard. I recorded. Shout out to Thomas Milongo. Yeah, Chukwa Records in Kisumu City. So I really hustled so hard. And I hustled so hard. I did Giadari na Ukimwi. Then I did Msani with the same producer. Then I did Burning Train. So when I did Burning Train gave me a household name in Kisumu.
Okay. Yo, listen. Listen.
Yes.
My brother, Kisumu stand up though. Kisumu stand up. All the people from Kisumu stand up. Continue, my brother. Niko na wewe hapa kwa hapa. Continue. Right. So
So,
Kisumu
so
wakakutambua. After that, Kisumu wakakutambua. They started vibing with you. Yeah.
yeah, trust me. So, they gave me the opportunity that every show that could come to Kisumu from Nairobi, I could get a call that from local DJs that there's a show coming next week. You need to perform. So, after that, like I did a lot, and we God's grace, I found a few brothers of mine, and later on we made a hip hop group called Kambi Flani. Kambi Flani, we were like 5 boys. Yes. We had Feli, we have Vicross, we had Msingori. We were like 5 brothers, so we could go to every club. By then the hottest thing in club was called jam session every Sunday.
Sunday. Every Sunday.
Yeah, every
I
Sunday,
know that. I know that.
so we could go there and grab mic, and just perform, and we could leave people like enjoying our music. And from then, my brothers gave me another energy, like we need to record songs, we need to go out. So by then, we did so well in Kisumu, and I always tell everybody the only weapon I have for my music is social media. That's how I created my email address. That's how I created my Facebook page. And the hottest thing then that you could chat, like the way we're talking on video now, the hottest thing by then was Skype. So Skype really helped me to connect with people outside my country. And that's how even I got opportunity to be on Wycliffe Jean Coast to Coast mixtape.
Whoa, hold on a minute. That's a big deal. You're in Wycliffe John's Coast to Coast mixtape.
That's volume 183.
Wow. Yo, my brother. Listen. That's what I'm telling you. It's a movie in the cinema. Iko Smenya hapa. First of all, I gotta commend you on a couple of things. Me, when you make sure background, Githurai 5 nini, hizo siku za mizizi, very familiar with Metro FM, and very familiar na huyo msanii mwenye ulimkatendreze mwenye anaitwa Rafton. I'm very familiar with Rafton. Yeah. I was the last person Rafton alifanya naye muziki yake ya kabla okoke. It was me featuring Rafton. So I'm very familiar na Schmidt, na mitanga Schmidt Mwati.
Nice.
Very familiar with him, right? So it's sikuwa najua hiyo. I didn't know that. So shouts out to Rafton for that. Sikuwa najua, to be honest, right? And come to think about it, I'm gonna look for Rafton now. But anyway, what I'm commending you also about ni your versatility. Sijui nini uko kisikiza, mziki gani uko kisikiza, like, but your versatility is kind of like you have your place, which is Luo rap. Luo rap is your place, and you can go with it anywhere. But you can bring your signature, diction and wordplay. You can bring it in any track. You can bring it in any track. Na hiyo ni kitu wasanii wengi waga wameshindwa nayo. And the third ni you're writing your pen. Your pen haibakishi jokes. It's like you're talking about hardship, but kuna ka joke pale. You see what I'm saying? You're talking about hardship, but kuna ka joke pale. That's my favorite kind of music kusikiza. Kwa sababu nobody anataka tu ati screw face, ati vitu ngumu, ati sio kila saa. You understand? Sometimes ile unasikiza yenyewe wazungu wanasema you put medicine in the candy. You understand? Ile ukimpa mtoto like medicine in the candy, so yeye atasikia ile candy, but no, pia dawa amekula. And that's what I like about you. You. Tusikie.
Don't take it back. Lego be London. Kabari be London. Kazaki be London. Chingo be London. Lego be London. Kabari be London. Kazaki be London. Chingo be London. Lego be London. It's okay. Hey. Broke guy.
Shout out to everybody who's logged in. Steve Tiga na kucheki. Kama uwezi kuwa wewe afara pikae. I remember that. Vicmass Luodollar. Listen, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Nakwambia in future, fikiria kuandika kitabu, nafikiria kuonyeshea sinema. I'm telling you, I'm just saying. Sorry, mimi naisema venye naiona.
I know. I've talked about this for the longest period that I'm just thanking God to open doors, like somebody, like whatever we are doing right now, we don't even know who is reaching. And for real, I'm gonna do video. I'm gonna do a movie in future. I'm gonna write like a lot of books about me, people surrounding me, my music and everything. Like it's something that I really wanna venture into. So whoever is watching, you know, we can spread the message.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If anybody is gonna catch this and you're into writing, help my brother put together a book, because this is an inspiring story. Nasema even Rudia, because like I said, it's just hard going through life the way it is, with all the support and all the structure around you. Anybody have good days, have bad days, have whatever. But when some major pillars in your life are taken out, like your parent, I don't know how I can move forward or think straight without nikiwa na shida na stua babangu. And if I'm far away, yuko kule na mimi sijui, like, and I don't even want to think about that. Nacheki. So for somebody like you, na mimi mtu mzima na familia yangu, don't forget. So for somebody like you, mwenye ilianza kitambo, there's a couple of things that unaweza ambia hii raia,
yes,
unaweza wasaidia. And that's just being honest. Sisi na kusifu ama nini. Nasema anybody who's walked in your shoes has some knowledge that can help other people. Unacheki, right? And you should, hata kaita kuchukua how long, you should put something together, even for the sake of your kids or whoever, when you're wanakuja baadaye, so that they can know, yo, daddy was on this type of time, right? Sasa, let's move forward. Sasa, now,
yes,
you and your group, Kisumu mmesema, right? Kisumu, you got Kisumu on lock. Right? I've been in Kisumu performing. You can itwaje your club. We was in a group called Chungu Crew. Anyway, that changanyikiwa. But Kisumu is a beautiful, vibrant city. It has its own nightlife.
Yes.
So that's where we are. And then kukaelekeaje kwanza hapo?
So we did so well in Kisumu, and I have something that was really burning me. When you are in a group, the desire is so different. The urge to keep moving is so different. When you want to go to studio and you work so early and other people work late, you feel like somebody's delaying you. So I started like you know, I don't want to sleep. Everybody's in the village. Look, I went to town to make money, so everybody's in the village looking what's Vicmass gonna bring home, what Victor gonna bring home. And me, I have to record songs. I have to pay my rent, and I have also to keep pushing my dream. So I started hustling. I started hustling so hard, like I couldn't sleep. I had to go to cyber. I was like, everybody who was watching this live and you are in Kisumu, you will know I used to go to Monami and this Nakumat in town. I could request the cyber guy to close late, like 5. They normally cyber close at 11. I mean at 9 p.m. and I would request this guy, please just add me 2 hours and lock the door. So I could the cyber guy could lock me inside the door just to send my music outside to people I don't even know, even whether you're going to listen to my music or not. I'm gonna send you. So I got a lot of opportunities. I was able to record a lot of songs, and me staying in the cyber was a way of sending my music out. So in this line, every time I do my interview, I will always thank Mzazi William Tuva, Radio Citizen, another guy called Kazungu Mwinyi, KBC, and this was in Radio Maisha. This was another guy called Peter Adams. That was way before Milele FM was on the map. So I used to disturb this guy. Please have music, and that's how they started playing my music in Nairobi while I am in Kisumu. So the only thing they were telling me, your music is good, but the quality is way bad. But they could still play it. So that one really touched me so hard. And I had to book a bus from Kisumu to Nairobi to go and record my music with Babs on the track. Babs used to live at Rongai. So I could come to town in Nairobi, Babs will pick me in town and I go and record my music. So just to compare the quality. So between 2006 to 2012, I managed to record over 40 songs, over 48 songs, 48 songs. And I was paying every single time. I get a lot of DMs and a lot of musicians telling me, Vicmass, I have 100 songs, please help me to record. If you calculate 5,000 Kenyan shillings times 48 songs,
48. That's a lot of
and
money. There's no guarantee that your song is gonna be on radio. There's no guarantee that your song will pop. I could take my music to radio next month, and I found the music that I brought earlier is on the dustbin, and I could still leave my CD there. Yeah, radio, like that's the thing. Radio, they have a box there. Where they drop all the CDs.
So these are the things that really were like pushing me to the edge. Like, am I not good enough? Why is my why is my CD? The CD I packaged well is on the dustbin, you know. So I never give up. But the way I told you, like I have that urge. Like I keep until today. I keep reminding myself I am on my own. There's nobody coming to save me. There's nobody coming to push my music if not me. So when I saw that, I switched to Nairobi. I came to Nairobi in 2012, and I started hawking. Yeah, I started hawking snacks in Nairobi, in Nairobi. So the hardest part of hawking in Nairobi is when Kanjo catch you.
I know.
You either run.
Kanjo
don't trust me. Kanjo Nairobi don't play, my brother. They
don't play, my brother. I know.
So there's only two things. There's only two things. You either leave your box with soda and biscuit and water in it and run, or they arrest you and you are going to pay a lot of money that you have not even sought.
Yeah.
So it became
so corrupt like crazy. They're very corrupt.
Trust.
I'm telling you, I've seen that. Listen, my guy, there's some of them even like wanajifanya au bado ni wateja. They round you up. Wamejifanya ni mteja ako hapo. So by the time lori inakuja hivi, kabla uanze kukimbia, unasikia unakimbia on your toes. Manake ule akuwa mteja, hakuwa kinunua, ule alikuwa kanjo boss. Amekuinua videdly sana. And all they want is your money. All they want is your money. I know, they're very corrupt.
So it was really tough. It was really tough. And by this time I'm in Nairobi, I'm staying in one of my relatives' house in Kibera. So it was tough. I had to start going to Mjengo because hawking was not giving me anything. So I could trek from Kibera, Katwekera to Kileleshwa police station to go do Mjengo. So if you know anybody living in Nairobi and know where Kibera is and know where Kileleshwa police station is, you can tell me we trek like close to 2 hours. You trekking, you going to work in the morning.
Yeah.
So So
Just
you're doing mjengo between Monday and Friday and expecting money on Saturday. So when Saturdays comes, they tell you somebody who is signing money came late, so
Ayuko.
come back on Monday to pick your money. So when you go back home, where you don't buy food, you don't pay rent, they're gonna need it. They're gonna say you are playing. So they thought I was sending my mom money and I'm not contributing anything in the
Man.
house. So it was like fucking hard.
What?
So whatever happened is like, so when you go back on Monday to collect my money, you cannot work. They tell you we cannot allow you to work before we give your money. So it means you are going to hustle another site because they're going to pick new people. So you cannot go to another site leaving your money behind.
Yeah.
So it was crazy, and I couldn't take it because I felt like I came to Nairobi to pursue music, and if whatever I'm doing cannot fund my music and I'm staying in somebody's house, I'm not pay. And I'm supposed to contribute rent. I'm supposed to contribute food and stuff. And you know, if you ever live with your relative, you know how they treat people. You know how they treat people. They
Listen,
they don't
living,
care.
yeah, no, living with anybody, it's not easy because that family has a way they do their things, and then when you come
Trust
in,
me.
you're expected to have an addition like uongezee, unacheki. Like if you're coming in, you should be able to do ABC peke yako. So usipofanya hivyo, they start looking at you funny, unacheki.
Trust me.
Even if it's your
So
brother or your sister, starts looking at you funny. Like I think that's just the nature of life. Lazima una contribute. But then
trust
if
me.
things are hard huku nje mali unaenda kutafuta hiyo contribution, then unakuwa na roho nzito. I know what you're saying. Unakuwa na roho nzito. Catch catch. Sasa hiyo ndio catch catch sasa. Yes, now I get it. Now I get it.
You do.
Naipata
So
kabisa.
so it was hard. So I said no, it can't go like this, you know. So there's few things that happen here. If you know where they call them Raila Estate decanting, where my relatives were staying at Soweto East. So in Soweto East, they did slum upgrading, and they moved people who were in Kibera, Soweto East to decanting. They call it Raila Estate. So if you know that place, you know it's only fence between Raila Estate and Langata Women Prison. So I went to
Langata,
look,
yeah.
and I went to look for job there. So I started now working as a houseboy in one of the warden's house.
All right, hustler.
And
Listen, I gotta commend you. Well choki yani, well choki.
bro,
Hakuna
like
kuchoka.
hawking in Nairobi was not giving me anything, and Mjengo was so tough because my relative, my uncle want money, and my money is not there. So I started working as a houseboy in Langata Women Prison, and this woman had like 3 children. They were very, very young. So I used to wash them, you know, tengeneza house, take them to school, cause the warden are really busy. So funny thing happened. I stayed with this woman close to 6 months, and I didn't see any man coming to her house. So
Okay.
I was there, and like one day a phone call came, and I had my boss phone. The woman now, she's my boss, and I pick call, and I hear a man voice, wewe ni nani? And I tell him mimi ni mfanyikazi, and I think my voice was big, and I think he was not convinced. What are you doing? How old are you?
I see where this is going.
So
I see. Yo, mama. This is check it. You're funny. You're funny. Oh. Oh my days. Vicmass Luodollar. Catch.
So,
Endelea. Oh my days.
so
What?
this,
Yeah.
this, and my boss came back and I say, somebody called, and he was
Mm,
very agitated, and he asked
mm,
me, what am I doing? How old am I? I told him how old I was, and he couldn't believe how a man like big like that be a houseboy.
mm,
So the woman told me that is his boyfriend. The woman had 3 kids. The first 2 kids are twins, and the last kid was for this guy.